edition of GHS News.
I'm Megan Menars.
And I'm Kendra Wright.
Students are involved in many after-school activities and hobbies. However, 2 students keep their heads in the clouds. Our features team has the story.
Some may have seen the recent newspaper articles featuring junior Mallory Jennings receiving a private pilot's license. This gives her the opportunity to fly herself or passengers anywhere in a single-engine plane.
First got into flying, I've wanted to fly my whole life, as long as I can remember. And my parents got me a Discovery flight when I was 15, and so I got to fly over Houston, which was awesome. But I got into the program, I found out about it because a couple of kids, Christian Gherkin and Jerry Sullivan, were in it last year. And so I found out through them, and then I went and contacted the Wichita Urban League, and they helped me get started, and they chose me, so I got to continue on with it.
Mallory takes the long drive to Newton once every couple of weeks to practice her piloting skills. Jennings acquired the license just to act as a recreational activity or part-time job, but hopes the experience will help her in her future quest to become an astronaut. Senior Jerry Sullivan also earned the same license in December of 2002 as a basis for additional certifications, such as an instructor rating.
I've been wanting to fly since I was a little kid, and I thought it'd be pretty good to become a pilot. And my parents heard about a scholarship program that would pay for my whole flight training to become a private pilot, and so I was in the first group to go through it, and ended up getting my license about a year ago.
Sullivan was part of the first group of students that went through the pilot program. He said flying has been a dream of his since childhood, but admits there are a few frightening aspects of being a pilot.
Probably the scariest thing about flying is like when it gets real windy, or because the planes are real small and they tend to bump around a lot. Like you can drop 50 feet pretty fast in one of those, and it's kind of scary. But other than that, it's not any scarier than driving a car. It's actually statistically a lot safer and everything. So it's a lot of fun and pretty good.
Despite the risk, Jerry and Mallory feel that the benefits outweigh any fears.
The feeling that it's hard to explain. There's a feeling that comes over you when you know that you get to fly today, and joy just fills you up, and it's so exciting knowing that you get to be up there and by yourself, and no one's holding you, and there's no like roads you have to follow or no speed limits you have to adhere to. So it's really exciting knowing that you get to do that almost every day, and that's what is so exciting about it.
Mallory and Jerry continue to chase their dreams into the sky. For GHS News, this is Lindsay Kingsley, over and out.
10-4, Kingsley.
Over and out.
Students are already making plans for spring break, and here are some of the places they're going.
For spring break, I am going to Washington, D.C. with History Club. Yes.
My ideal spring break would be somewhere in Europe, and stay in some really nice hotel, go to wonderful restaurants, and meet some cute European guy. That'd be cool.
For spring break, I'm going to St. Pete Beach in Florida to visit my dad. I'm going scuba diving, jet skiing, and parasailing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wait! Alright, my ideal spring break is beaches, hot women, having fun, going to places like Cancun and stuff. Or you could be sad like me and have practice over spring break.
For spring break, we're going to Canada.
Yeah!
For spring break, I'm going to Kansas City, the indoor water park.
That's where I go to Canada. Me and Charles are going to Cancun. Yeah!
Yes, I think I'm gonna go fishing. Going to catch lots of fish, big lunkers of death.
Okay, for spring break, I'm gonna work and sleep and party and sleep a lot and maybe work a little bit.
Have you made your plans yet?
We've made ours. With all the hype for the recently released movie, The Passion of the Christ, we decided to get some opinions of students and teachers who have already seen the movie. Now to Victor with the student and teacher reactions.
The Passion was a good movie. It depicted a lot of the real life scenes of what really happened in the Bible story, so I think it's a good movie.
I did get to see The Passion this last Sunday, and it was a very interesting film, knowing a lot of the controversy that was going on at the time, what I've heard on the news. As far as for me, I thought it was a very emotional movie. It had a very personal message for me. I I found myself a lot of times wanting to watch some of the times of the scenes, the special effects, but I couldn't even get past that because of the emotion that was put into the film that Mel Gibson had portrayed through the characters. As far as a movie, I believe it is a movie that has a message for us, but each person is going to respond to it in a different way. And I think it's something that's personal for everybody.
I remember watching the movie and everybody just sat there. Everybody was just amazed and shocked to see what all is going on. And to actually understand that someone went through that much pain for our sins is just unbelievable.
The Passion was a great movie. It had a really powerful message, and it was pretty gory in parts, but the message was the strongest part, and I'm really glad I saw it because it just represented everything that I believe happened to Jesus.
It's probably the bloodiest movie I've ever seen in my whole entire life. If you haven't seen it, I'd say go. It'll change your life, man.
Have you seen The Passion of the Christ yet, Megan?
No, not yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it.
Hope all of you tune in next time for another edition of GHS News.
We're going for a swim.
10-4.
Both
Is this recording?
Probably.
Sweet. You didn't do your hand thing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Dude, today just makes me want to take a nap.
Oh, not yet, but
I just don't think Sam's not here. Sam would be impatient.
You missed it again? Yeah. We're just gonna go for a little swim.
You'd be like, see you later. I think you should use my sound effects and not the ones on your little computer program.
Because we make definitely good sound effects.
Way better.
So they got some good stuff. I'm like,
We hope to see all of you next time watching Geo. Wow, what the heck am I saying? We need to write it down.